That's too high, isn't it? There we go. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be an update video as promised. Going to be showing you around the new setup. Britt is also going to be giving you a bit of a mini tour in the second half of what she's done to the big duo setup. So a lot of stuff to update you guys on. But before we do that, as you can see, got a new desk as well. This is a nice sit stand desk. It's actually from Flexi Spot. There'll probably be a video on it at some point, but I got to this new place and I was like, need a new desk. So I messaged him, I was like, can I have free desk please? They said yes, so that was good. Also, if there's any filmmakers or photographers watching today, I went around to a very talented photographer's studio the other day called Mr. Matt Lee. I'll link his Instagram down in the description below. But he showed me these really cool lights, because I was using floodlights, like RGB floodlights, to light some shots, and they're just really not that bright, and they're also really bulky and everything as well, and they need mains power, and the cables on them are like really short for some reason. Anyway, these things are RGB lights, so they are crazy bright. Like, look how insane that is. You can change them to any color, and you can charge them via USB-C as well, and the battery life is pretty damn good. So yeah, if there's anybody out there that needs some RGB lights for, like, I don't know, filmmaking, whatever, these things are awesome. I'll link them down below in the description. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff to update you guys on. Like I said, first half of the video is going to be me, second half of the video is going to be Nay. What have I got to tell you? Basically, as you can tell, this is a brand new space. I had to actually move from the other space, so this actually works out a lot better, even though it's slightly smaller. It hasn't got slanted roofs, and it also has windows. It's got two huge windows here, so I can get the natural light in, and it just works much better for what I do. Now this space is actually going to be temporary because I'm going to be moving over to the US, but before that happens there is a ton of stuff to sort out, but obviously in the meantime I needed a studio to do stuff in. So yeah, this is the new studio. The new setup is sick as well. As regards the whole moving thing, obviously sometimes you're going to see me and Britt actually together in videos, sometimes you're going to see us doing stuff like this, but we're still going to be bringing you guys all of the awesome content. So if you're not subscribed already, make sure you get yourself subscribed. I think that's everything to update you on for now. Let's jump in and I'll show you the setup. Alright, here we go. So I think this is actually going to be the last video that you'll all see filmed on this camera, because your boy Josh is finally upgrading to full frame. It's only taken 5 years. But yeah, I think it means like you get blurrier backgrounds and stuff, which obviously equals higher production quality, because everyone knows you want the background to be blurred so much that you literally can't see anything but my face. But no, it's going to be pretty cool. We're picking up the Panasonic S5, so basically better video quality. Full frame lets in more light as well, which is good because I film in low light quite a lot, so it's going to be great. But anyway, the setup, that's what you came here to see. Let me spin the camera around. In fact, let me back out of the room so you can see what it looks like when you come in. All right, here we go. So I will say that it's not completely finished yet. Obviously there's kind of some mess and stuff in places, but I'll just show you what we've got so far. It also probably looks a little bit smaller on camera than it does in person, but that I can't do anything about that. So this is the desk I was just showing you all, the Flexi Spot desk. This is the one that I'm going to be using for unboxing and filming stuff from now on. We've got our key light here, so that kind of just stays there and it points at me. And then we've got that one as well to just add a bit more light. This is actually my old TV. So if you remember before on the old setup, I had it above my main monitor. Don't ever do that, guys. It's honestly the most stupid thing ever. Like, I never used it. I mean, if you ever did want to use it, your neck was literally just like this. Trust me, don't do it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that TV yet. I may end up putting it up on that wall so that I can like feed a live feed from the camera to it while I'm unboxing stuff and see myself. We've got the two IKEA cabinets, so I've kind of set this one up very similar to how it was before. It's got the coffee machine on it, which Naynay got me. We've got a lamp. This is the gimbal I use for some stuff. We've got some figures and things. This is all just a complete mess at the moment. Let me stick this light on so you can see. Yeah, we've got like, that is a horrible light. Yeah, we've just got some PC stuff here, so it's like fans and coolers and things like that, and then just a bunch of junk that I shoved on top because I had nowhere else to put it. And then over on the cool part of the room, this is the part of the room that you normally see, and it looks good. So we'll start with the PC. So this is the PC that I'm using at the moment. It's the NZXT H510 Elite case that I had in my second setup before. The reason why I switched out that Johnsbow like robot mech warrior case is because it was just too big and it looked too bulky on this desk. I wanted to do this monitor setup specifically. So as you can see, we've got the ultra wide and then we've got two portrait monitors, which actually works a lot better because if I sit down in this epic chair, link in description. Yeah, if we sit down, this is way more usable than my last setup was. I had them landscape before, but if you imagine sitting in front of an ultra wide monitor and you're using it, if you've got landscape monitors, you have to literally look there and there to be able to use it. So I feel like this is absolutely perfect because you can just kind of avert your eyes to this part of the screen, and then you've got that there. And it's also useful because, I mean, what kind of stuff do you have up on second monitors? Actually, don't answer that question, I don't want to know. But no, if you're using like secondary programs like Discord and stuff, the vertical space is actually a lot more useful because you can read more stuff. Same goes for like internet pages as well. I also put this one up here. I had this monitor from the second setup before. It's actually a 240 Hz monitor, which is pretty crazy. I cannot tell you guys how awesome it is to be able to sit here and look up at a screen. Yeah, I'm extremely happy with this setup. I'll show you around the back as well so you can kind of get an idea of how I mounted them. So yeah, we've got one of these motion arm mounts here. I will link these in the description. Super easy to put up. I'd probably say get a friend to help you do it so you can get them level. The ultra wide is on the same mount as well. We have the same one round here, and we have the same one at the back. Now, I actually think I did a much better job of cable management this time. I think because I'd kind of done this setup before, or at least very similar, I knew where to route all the cables. So let me show you underneath the desk. Yeah, check this out. So the power socket is actually across here. So I ran a power cable, like a power extension, all the way across there. And I've got all my cables that are from here going through the desk. So the keyboard cable goes through the desk, the wireless charger goes through the desk, the Stream Deck does, and also this one as well. Also picked up this mouse pad off Amazon, which is super nice. It was like £15 or something in the UK, probably like $20. So those cables, yeah, they just go underneath the desk and then they all go round to the back there. Obviously we have the Sound Blaster Katana soundbar as well. I'm gonna be getting the new one of these. The V2's just come out, so I'll do a review for you guys when it comes out, or when I get my hands on one. We're still using the same mic arm, but I did have to do some modifications because obviously mounting it on this higher up monitor, it wasn't reaching where like my mouth was. So I actually kind of jerry-rigged this thing a little bit. I bought this pack of, I think it's for the Elgato Wave mic, but it's basically an extender. So I attach that to it and it brings my mic down further. So now I can actually use it. Yeah, I'll link that in the description if anyone wants to buy it. We're still rocking the same specs for now. So we've got the 3080 Vision card in there. We've got a 3950X and 64 gigabytes of Kingston RAM, which for some reason isn't lighting up right now. I'm gonna blame the NZXT motherboard. I also put up a little shelf here. So this is just an IKEA lac shelf. We put some figures on it. Got the Altered Carbon poster up here. In terms of lighting, we've got the same Philips Hue play bars from last time, so they're stuck to the back of each monitor. We have Govee LED strips on the back of the desk, which as always are awesome. We've got a little footrest there as well, which I'll have linked in the description because people always ask about it. I put my Dyson fan on the desk. I'm not 100% sure whether I want to keep it there at the moment, but seemed like a sensible place to put it just because it can kind of point at me while I'm gaming. This is a new addition to the setup. This is the Govee lamp. I forget the name of it. I think it's the Aura lamp. So yeah, super cool lamp. You can change all the effects and stuff with the app. We had a bit of a disaster with the Nanoleafs. Something happened. So we had 3 packs of Nanoleafs up. We had the original triangles, we had the squares mounted there, the canvas panels, and then the new hexagons. And unfortunately, I'd mounted them all with the same tape, but on these panels, I don't think I put enough. And I came down the next morning and yeah, they'd fallen off. So pretty much my fault, but we are going to be putting them back up again. So they actually looked really good before. I think I took a picture of it before they fell off, so I'll show you now. Overall with the setup, I think I'm trying to go for a little bit of a cleaner look this time. We've got the all white peripherals, so we're using Razer stuff at the moment. We've got the Viper Ultimate there. And like I say, that mouse pad really ties it all together nicely. In fact, speaking of mouse pads, you'll know the coolest thing, guys. Ed from TechSource, yes, Ed himself, sent me and Britt a mouse pad. It's in the new Duo setup. I guess this is a good time to hand you over to Britt.
Well, hello there, guys. Welcome into the studio. You guys just got done seeing Josh's new place over in the UK. Now, the last time that you guys seen the studio, it was kind of fresh. We didn't have lots of stuff in it, but now that we've kind of moved in, well, since I've been here, Josh has been back in the UK, I've made a few changes, I've updated a few things, and I'm gonna take you along today and I'm gonna show you what I did. All right guys, so we're gonna start off at the front of the entrance of the office. So when you get right in, you can see that I have added these acrylic shelves, just like the ones that are over on our desk. But instead I put our camera equipment up here, as well as anything that has to do with batteries. I also installed a power outlet so that we can charge everything. That way it makes it really easy to go and grab stuff when we need it, when we're filming videos just like this one. And in here, this is just like little remotes or any USB drives or any kind of wires or mics that we use. And then also Finley's here. Hi, Finley. So moving on, one of the biggest changes you're gonna see is this. Hang on, Finley. Stop it! Before, in the last video, you guys might have seen that we had the original sit and stand desk. Well, that is still the same desk, but what I did is I went to Target and I picked up these bookcases, and I got 3 of them, and I bolted them to the bottom of the table, and then I bolted them together so that they kind of create this display. And I thought it would be really cool to have all of our boxes up for our graphics card. And yes, we actually do have graphics cards in there. They're not just empty boxes. And someone was like saying that it looked like something from Micro Center. I don't know, I thought it was really cool and it was a nice change for the office. Moving on to the mouse pads that Josh was talking about. So TechSource is a pretty good friend of mine, and him and I are always talking, and he was kind enough to send us some of his mouse pads from his website. So we'll link those down below if you guys are interested in those. But this is going to be Josh's setup. I haven't really touched this because I wanted him to do whatever he wants when he comes back. But on this side, this is my setup, guys. So originally, I usually have multiple monitors, but I just felt like the space was kind of small than what I was used to. So I decided to just go with one of my ultra-wide monitors and then put my laptop up on a stand and use it as a secondary monitor. So I basically have 2 monitors. And I also wanted to keep my Alienware PC on my desk as well. And then I have my iPad and like all my keyboards and accessories. But this is the other mouse pad that I love. Like, this is such a nice mouse pad, and you can also pick this down in the description below. We'll link it there. And then I have some wires down at the bottom. I haven't finished really cable managing it, but so far this is my side. I also have a new chair coming. I'm not gonna say who it's from, but we will have a new chair soon. I decided to also put up all my Star Wars stuff on my shelves. So before it was all empty, and I thought it'd be kind of cool just to put everything up here on my little Star Wars collection. And then on Josh's side, I actually set up just a few things like the Cyberpunk. I did have a Cyberpunk statue that was there, but I've moved it since then. And then we have the PC here, but this was just one we threw together so that we could have something to use for like testing and stuff. We actually have our Thermaltake PCs coming soon. We've been in contact with them and they've gotten all the stuff. We're just waiting for them to ship all that stuff to us. We also have our PlayStation in here, some more of our Govee lights there. But one of the things that we have added is that thing. Now we have 2 of those, and you might be wondering, what is that? Well, basically that is for our camera gear and our lights. So it allows us to put all our cameras up there and slide them or turn them or do downward unboxings and stuff. And then we have another one that's gonna go like right here, and it's gonna be a nice pole as well that we'll put our lights on. And what that does is it frees up space, because when we have our lights on a tripod, the tripod's so big that it just takes up so much space, and this is a small area. So those poles are supposed to really help save space in a small room. And this is just a PC that I'm going to be building for Antec this week. Gonna be cool. I'll probably post that on my Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, but I digress. But yeah, guys, that's about it so far for the setup. Not much has changed. Oh, wait, look at this. I built my first Gundam. Like, how awesome is that? It took me like 4 hours to build that thing. 4 hours. It took forever. But I will say goodbye to you guys, and so will Finley. Bye, guys. See you next time. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you are notified every time that we post a video, because we have a lot of content coming up soon, especially in the next 2 months. And this is top secret stuff. We have been giving the opportunity to design and put together a very well-known Twitch streamer's setup, and that Josh and I have been working on that and doing ideas and stuff. So you guys might get to come with us to travel to said person's studio area and watch us build it out and do all that. So stay tuned.